I was put out from where I was living at with my lady. And as a result of that, I ended up staying with my sister. As a result of that, my spiritual life has increased, even though my physical life is not on the same level with it at this present juncture. But there have been physical and material increase in this new transition phase. This is a transformation situation, you feel me? It's always a transformation situation. There's always growth going on. This life, if you're not growing, you're dying. So it's always growth going on. It's always evolution going on. And I'm trying to be evolved, man. Yeah, I'm trying to be evolved.
The now famous and immortal words of Muhammad Ali.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and possibly
Black guys, you some shit, I know it. And riches attractive like beaters and flies. I'm never born to sit behind, never given in the limitations, never stop until they reach their final destination. And it don't even matter if it's raining, cup running over where a bone is sending niggas stay puffing on that control something. You niggas don't love it. You niggas don't love it. It's just like something warm from the others. That'll fill up your stomach, something like a pastry with big bite you ingested. So now you niggas can taste and see that he is free and that he is free. Yeah, true MC, master.
Here we have the third eye chakra incense. It says rose. I don't know how to say that word. I got the candle. The incense represents air. The candle, fire.
At this age, I feel like why not? You motherfuckers must have forgot. I'm trying to get a bigger pot. I'm staring at this leprechaun. Just trying to get the lusty charms out of box. So I'm gonna push it.
Real quick, we're gonna get it. A hot thing.
Machine gun funk. Machine gun funk. Machine gun funk.
This is the situation right here. I'm actually setting it up right now just to see how it's gonna look. But I do have some things to say in this moment.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
February 2nd, there was an incident. Somebody called the office where I stayed at and decided to tell them that I was in the crib beating on my girl because we was having an argument. The information is false, it's not accurate. I don't hit women, never have, never will, you feel me? I feel like any man that would do such a thing is a coward. That's just me. But, I shouldn't say but. And in continuation with the story, I was put out of my situation. I was forced to have to leave. Technically, I was already banned from the property. In 05, little backstory, 05, December 1st, I got locked up from that property and I was arrested on that property and subsequently served 5 years in prison. The duration of 5 was more like 4 and 8 months maybe. But at that point, I was banned from the property. December 1st, 2005. I already knew that. Then, life had its way of, can't even say life. You know, the OC had his way of ushering me back to that same location. I used to always tell people, God will deliver you from a place to grow you up, to send you right back to that place to fulfill the purpose. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. I was sent back. Upon coming back, I was received openly, even though it was some bullshit involved with involving me and my ex. A lot of public spectacles was made. I was allowed to stay on the property because I was not the issue in these public spectacles, you feel me? The integrity kept me on the property. Per the office's words, you know, the people in charge. So, with that being said, I moved forward on to staying there and trying to get the ball rolling, putting out my music, things of that nature. Well, fast forward till to February and I've been on this property since like November of 2019. Here we go, fast forward February 2nd, 2021, I get a notice that I gotta leave the property. I'll show you the notice real quick. Please remove unauthorized occupant by February 2nd, 2021. I'm at close of business today, 5 p.m. So, per the property manager, in this documentation, I had to leave the premises. Upon which I was mad about because they had let me stay there anyway, you feel me? And I was supposed to be Gucci. Well, so they came back and said they'd give me 48 hours to leave the property from the 2nd. So I had till Thursday because the 2nd was on a Tuesday. I was preparing myself to be homeless. So I was recording myself singing and talking. And I believe I got all that footage, you know what I'm saying, on the situation on the laptop. So I'm gonna check that out. But the point is, in the midst of your struggle, they got one song, praise him in advance, you feel me? When you're going through the bullshit, when you're going through the fuckery, you gotta praise him in advance, man. You gotta send up your blessings and your praises and your, you feel me, your offerings and all your good tidings and glad tidings and all that. You gotta do all that while the fuck shit just kicking off. I'm talking, it's getting greasy. The people put the note on the door. The people put the note on the door. The people put the note on the door. Or give it a note, whatever. You gotta be out by 5 p.m. today. Dude, it's like, you feel me? It's like 1 o'clock. Like, where do you think I'm going? Well, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, what do you think I'm about to go to at 5 o'clock? And I walked up to this bitch, homeless. I walked up on the property. So where I'm going to, you know what I mean? My lady, my heart, the woman I love. She called my people. She got in contact with my mom and my sister vicariously. And that got me. My sister came and picked me up. And I've been staying at my sister's place ever since. It was a little jelly. It was a little animosity from the office. I knew it was going to come. Summertime 2020. I went to the office and I asked them, you know, the property manager and one of the co-owners of the property. I asked them, you know, would it be possible to own one of the apartments? Because I was staying in the joint and I wanted to turn the joint. I wanted to see if I could turn the joint into a studio and have that apartment be where I shoot the, you know, podcast, whatever, you know, do my recording, my music recording and all that, because I had already converted the closet into a little sound booth and all that. So it's like I had it set up for a little recording situation. So I was wanting to see if I could possibly, get a ballpark range. The lady looked at me crazy, told me how much money, told me it wasn't possible. She said the only way you could think about doing something like that was to buy the whole property. So I asked her how much the property cost. You know, she was a little, you know, snappy, snippy, you know. Just because I asked the question, it frustrated her. Looking at me like, human beings are drawn to appearances. And if you don't appear to fit the bill, then they look at you weird, you feel me? As if you a clown or something. That's not my problem. So I told her, you know, she told me how much it was, and I was like, okay, bet, you know what I mean? And I walked off, she had her little words, and like, you worried about how much it costs, you need to be worrying about da-da-da-da, you know. So don't worry about all that, you know, I'm taking care of that too. I'm working on all of that as we speak, you feel me? I didn't have an album out at the time. I hadn't even finished, I think I only had recorded 3 songs at this point. It's like, it was around the 4th of July, so we're talking about around early to mid-July. You feel me? When all of this is going down, all of this type stuff is going down. People is looking at me crazy, talking to me crazy, because of the type of things I'm saying. I got a camera in my hand talking about, bro, I'll shoot your videos, what's good. I got a studio in the crib talking about, bro, if you want to record music, come fuck with me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I thought people was ready, but they was looking at me like I was weird, like I was a weirdo. You feel me? So I said, you know what? You gotta do it yourself. Because humans is from Missouri. All humans, it don't matter who you are, all human beings are from Missouri. You're from the show me state. If you don't see it, you don't believe it. Walking here with the camera in my hand, like, bro, you want to shoot a video? I got you. Oh, you into music? Yeah, bro, I got a studio in the crib. If you want to record, come holler at me. I got you. Like, homeboy, hook up. Nigga, I'm learning right now, so we can grow together. Nobody wants to grow. Nobody wants to know they want to establish a situation, but then they don't want to. They want you to be established, but then they want you to be established, but then they want the homeboy hookup once you get established. Nah, my nigga, once I get established, it's gonna cost you bucks. You feel me? You playing games. That's how life works, man. You're supposed to get on the wave early so you can use those moves and that as learning curve and a potential to get your feet wet or under you. Sturdy and stable. You feel me? You can't do that. I don't know where they do that at. But listen, everybody's just looking at me crazy. So at this time, like I said, I only got like 3 songs done on the album and shit. I'm like, I really don't even know where I'm going with it, how I'm doing, none of that. But I knew that I was gonna put it out before my birthday. So it's like, well, my birthday is in October and it's July. It was it. August, September, 2 months. So I just cracked down. And it was so crazy, like I didn't even really crack down. You feel what I'm saying? When you trying to flow in the spirit, bro, I was writing songs. Most of those songs on my Black God the Minstrel album, most of those songs was written on the toilet. Like no joke. Like no joke. Like, oh my God, I gotta use the bathroom bad, and grab the notepad and the pencil and go sit down and or be on my phone typing. Whole songs and shit. I mean, quick type, like just go find a beat. It's crazy, man. It was so much creativity in the midst of nothingness. It was so much creativity in the midst of people looking at me like I was crazy. It was so much creativity, so much life bubbling and brewing up inside of me. It was ridiculous, like for real. It was crazy ridiculous. But people still doubt. People still look at you like, nah. People don't see with your vision. That's because it's your vision. It's not even theirs to see anyway. They can't see it. They don't want to see it because they can't. All they can see is what they got in front of them. And half of them ain't even seeing that. Like, for real. We got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. And we stay bumping our gums more than we listening to pay attention to anything going on. So it really don't even matter, yo. You might as well just do you, because the people in your life don't care about you as much as you think they do. What they care about is whether you falling in line with their perspective of you. That's what they care. That's what they care about. Is you doing what you supposed to do in connection with this situation? Most people don't look at the character of a man or individual. They seek the things that are existential, you feel me? Extensions of, not really the interior, the genesis of the creation. That's not what they into. Such is life, man.
I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be me.
Black God, some shit, I know it. And riches and tractors, like beetles and flies. We moving in aqua patterns, never going in straight lines. Never going in limitations, never stop until they reach and they find that's a